Hello. All right. Hi. I am not even sure if my mic is working, so let me just do a double check. It's been a bit. I know that obviously there's nothing on the screen right now. Oh, it's because I clicked the wrong button. There we go. Nice. Okay. We've got Minecraft on the screen. Can we hear me? It looks like a yes, but I will have to check. Checking. Okay, I can hear me. If anyone's there, let me know if you can hear me because sometimes my sound does not work properly. And I'm like fully ready to run into a situation where I forgot to like turn on the sound or like at some point it gets muted for absolutely no reason. But I have some plans for today. Before we get into that, I'm gonna just try and get some background music going. This might be really loud. I don't know. Just gonna put that on there. We got the Sonic Mania soundtrack today. Is that too loud? I can't even hear the stream because it's kind of loud on my end. Let me lower it on my end. Oh my goodness. Okay, it was definitely kind of loud. Alright, I have to do some guessing here since I'm like the only person that I'm talking to here. I apologize if any of the music is loud. I'm gonna try and get that figured out. I also apologize if you can't hear the game at any point. I'm gonna try and figure the audio stuff out as we go, but if anyone wants to like help me, be awesome. But I'm gonna probably be on my own for a bit. That sounds okay. Let me skip to a less energetic song. This one, please. There you go. How are we feeling on that? I don't know if that's louder. Hey, hello, Siri. Hey, Serval. I was gonna say, do you want serious or do you want Serval? You're gonna get both actually, because I'm gonna call you either based on what I pick when I when I talk to you. How are you? So we're gonna get like right into the building very soon. I'm just gonna make a couple fail safes here, or not fail safes, but I guess just like ways for me to summon other worlds should I need them. Birthday blast. Doesn't matter. Good. We're gonna do a little bit of building today. I've been wanting to add a new map to Thanks a Lot for a while. I've just had a whole bunch of other things I would rather be doing or need to be doing. I say rather. Usually need to be doing because usually I'm at work. There you go. This one has an alternative, which is Holly Jolly. Scorching, Holly Jolly. Might want to move this to its own platform so we don't get confused. You know, let me also put it today so it's a little easier to see. Let me also get Words on Stream going because this should be moving, but it's not. There we go. So, I've got Words on Stream and a couple other games that I can pull up that I'm gonna have on the bottom left just in case like anybody pops in and wants to do that instead of whatever I'm doing, because I'm just gonna be building. I'm not even coding today, Serval, so you don't even need to worry about smart people stuff. You don't even need to worry about that today. That is not a concern today. I am just going to be building. The command blocks are just for, like, my later, I guess, reference. And if you'd like to do the... I don't know if you know how Words on Stream works, but little words down, the letters down there, NCEARC. You want to basically try and spell a word. I'm not encouraging you to do it. I'm just saying in case you don't know how to do it. Let's move this one here. Dill uses that extension. Yes, it's a good one. It's also like, it's a very like, what do we call it? Easy way to just disconnect the brain and disassociate and just kind of do something that doesn't require too much brain power. Okay, we'll leave that there. This is like not even, I don't think this is real. Oh, it is real. So what direction is this? This is the correct direction. Can I just format this, please? Thank you. That's what I was wanting. I got a couple things I don't want in here. Actually, I'll just add it. Basically, just creating like a little debug area for myself. Kill everything that isn't a player. Boom. Alright. Let's get building. Also, the words on stream is supposed to be restarting itself automatically. If it doesn't do it after a minute, let me know. Let me also turn my thing up here. There we go. Alright, I have an idea of what I want to build. And I could technically tell you. It doesn't really matter where I start. Which, I mean, if you want to know, I'll tell you, but like, I mean, you're welcome to try and, I guess, just see how it comes along and see if you can figure anything out as we go. I don't think it's gonna be too hard to guess, but like, why did that song skip? I like that song. Why did that skip? Oh, oh wait, no, I think that's literally part of the song. Oh yeah, it's just a cutscene. Dang it. Okay, anyways. I'm probably gonna end up redoing a lot of my work over and over. I think it's about how much space, maybe a little bit more. 8's fine. Also, the build is not white, if you're curious. I always use iron blocks whenever I start building. Because I'm just doing an outline. Which side do I want? Let's do... This looks fine. Now, I'm not thinking that this build is actually going to take that crazy long, but knowing me, I will get distracted. And on top of that, I will probably start adding details that don't need to be added that make this take way longer. That is the main problem with when it comes to me building. This is not as much space as I was wanting. So I guess what I can do is, because I just don't want this to be that big, so I guess we'll just make this area bigger. But no idea if that's what this is, but what about a ship-esque map for Stardust? Space Pirates? Is that what that looks? I mean, this kind of looks a little suspicious right now, but I'm but yeah, actually you're not far off actually. But the thing is, it is kind of like that, but it's not for Stardust. Guess I will do a little bit of an extension. You were very close though. It's not quite a space pirate ship though. Like it's not quite that. It's a suspicious shape, but we're gonna ignore that. It's gonna focus on one side for now. Looks like a gun. It does look like a gun. No, 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 no. No, no, no. No, no. This should be enough. So I'm going for, this is going to be a map for Thinxolotl. So it's not going to be that big. Also, this is the middle right about here. So like we're going to have like a, oops, we're going to have a split down the middle here. It's going to be mirrored here. Just going to put that there so I can kind of see. Like this is the middle, technically, these two. There. No. I guess I'll copy it just so we have a little bit more of a reference. There we go. I think I need this to be taller because this is not a good entry path here. I also think I want this. Hold on. This is waiting for host. Why is it waiting for host? Hold on. I'm trying to fix words on stream. It's supposed to be autopilot. This does not make it easy for me if it doesn't do that. Let me do a little bit of words on stream here. I wanna do a little bit. Hold on. I don't even know actually. I don't even know what words you could make out of this that are 4 letters or more. Mini. That one works. Cig. Cigarette. I guess I do need this actually if people are gonna be able to go in here. Oh, interesting. Sorry, I was just reading something that popped up. Climb nice. Climbing. There you go. I piggybacked off your answer. Very good. That was way too far. This part of the song reminds me of like something in Mario Kart. I just don't know what it would be. Some circuit. Actually, I don't think I would mind having a little thing there. Maybe. We'll see. Alright, we'll worry about that room later. Let's worry about here. I think I need this to be wider. Waiting for the host to restart. Why? I'm gonna refresh. W Sanic music, yes. Very good. It's just waiting for the host to restart, but I do have like there's like a timer on the right side of my screen that's counting down, so I'm just gonna hope it does its job. Okay. There's gonna be some parts of this where I want people to be knocked off, but I'm gonna worry about that later. Hey, look, it restarted. Fluff. Eula. Did that work? I can't chat on it's so inconvenient. I can't chat on this thing. If I turn off YouTube chat, no. Can't. Fluff doesn't work. There's because I thought it was fluff, but there's not 3 Fs. There's only 2. That's tall enough. Man, I have 2 conflicting ideas here. So I just don't know. I don't know what I want to do with this side. I think I need to make if I do this, then this one has got to be... Oh, it's sinking. Then this one has got to be a little bit... This can just be the thick one. Which I know doesn't make any sense. But I have a plan. Crud. Cat. Lattice? No, there's no E. Tick. Tall? No. Calico? No. Only one. Or, no, there's no O. Anyways. I guess I won't have this little end here. For this version. I wonder if this is gonna be enough room. I'm gonna use this as a marker. Oh dear. Kind of see the shape of it, right? You see the you see there's obviously like some form of thing here happening. Yeah, I don't know a lot of the ones that were on that last one, that last word. All right, how do I want to do this? I guess I'll do the easy part first. Just move that back. have pale oak now. For white stairs. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. Where do I want? You know what? Let's not even worry about the walls right now. Let's just make the bottom portion here. Which I might need to raise everything for. No, cancel. Crayon? No, there's no L. Oh, crap. I didn't get to do that word. How much is enough space? Because I need room for bombs to be thrown. I run here. You don't know how people are able to have builds come to their mind and actually build them? Well, so I should probably do a copy action here. That might help. It helps when you kind of like know what you're going for. The doing it is the hard part. I don't know. I'm just gonna mark that this is where the hole is. You see, I'm making like a bottom bit. Technically, this area can be wider because there's a staircase. And technically, there can also be a back area. Realistically, this needs to be shaved like 1 or 2. All right, I'm gonna help you with this word game. Tune. Well, there you go. Tune's easy. Do it. There's tune up, which I can do. There's pane, as in window pane, like glass pane. There's tape, as in, like, you know, taping something. Keep looking. Nutella. No. Hey, PETA. PETA? Not. I don't know. That doesn't count. Nate. Does Pate count? It does for some reason. PETA. Yeah. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to ping that I was live. Hang on. There we go. I'm a silly goose. I can't believe I forgot to do that. Forgot to do the ping. I don't know why this is here, actually. I think it was just like, it's just a marker for me. I think we should make this bit thicker and then duplicate that. Just thinking where. Yes, here. And maybe one more. Then this doesn't have to be. That doesn't have to be a staircase. Yeah, that looks fine. I just need to duplicate it. Bum, bum, bum. There you go, just a little bit more. Well, technically, if I make that thicker up there, then I can just use this as like a as the floor and not even have to worry about extending it too much. Do you think it'd be funny if people could get knocked off this, or do you think it should be safer like that? People can still get knocked off this. It's just a little bit safer. Kane. You wrote Kane. Oh, but it didn't go because you probably didn't have a lock available. So the way the locks work, I'm sure you were aware, it's like you can only get one word until the lock happens again. Oh. Oh, there's only one C. I was gonna say chance time. Chance. Okay, how do we want to do this? Let's do about 4. And then make it go inward. This doesn't line up. I was right, it's because I made this bigger. Oh, it's like my favorite song. Such a good song. Viola? No, but I don't. Yeah, ravioli, actually, right? Ravioli. Haha. No, 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 no. Did we do it? Did we did it? No, obviously we didn't. I only did like 2 words, but I mean they were good words. They were very solid words. Ravioli and viola. Do I want this to be a little bit? I feel like it's still not. Still not big enough. I'm gonna have to do the bottom part again here, but it's fine. Reset. Why doesn't this thing do it on its own? That's very annoying. Doo-ba-doo-boo. I'll copy this over so we have like a finished side here. Nose, nice. Sus. Sine, as in cosine tangent. Which, by the way, I don't think I've ever used in my life. It's such a waste. It is such a waste of learning. Like, cosine tangent nonsense. All of that should be specialized learning for, like, people that need it. It should not be stuff that you have to, like, learn. It's so worthless. Most of school is a waste. Yeah. Yes and no. Currently, yes. Currently, the current setup of school, yes. However, the concept of school can be so much better than it is right now. If it actually taught important things, and it was way less time consuming, then it could be good. But right now, it's terrible. You're learning about finance? See, there you go, then that's useful. Learn how to do your taxes. Learn how to drive a car. Learn how to be a parent.
Broken china at once.
Oh. Broken china at once. Who was that? Oh, shoot. I thought that was my follow. I thought that was my follow. My follow notification. No, that's just the sound effects I have on here. I forgot. I was like, what happened? Where is that? I want to use that. Daring today, aren't we?
Daring today, aren't we?
Hello, Ticking. Pick up those bits of broken china at once. Dun, 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 dun. Back to work. Enjoy yourself. Have so much fun. Mostly what you learn is useless. I would typically agree. I also think the concept of like grading in the fashion that it happens right now in the world is not a good method. Because a lot of, or at least in America, sorry, let me correct that. In America, grading systems are really flawed. I mean, I don't know much about the other schooling systems. I'm sure there's better ones and worse ones, and also ones that are just as bad, but like, a lot of the stuff when I was growing up in school was based around memorization, and like, they don't even tell you that, but that is just how it is. And if you like can't remember stuff, then you're considered stupid according to the grading rubric. Even if like, you know, you could figure out how to do it, you just need more time or whatever, because everyone has different learning habits. But unfortunately, a lot of the like curriculum is based around a general populace of like how people do on certain things. It's kind of dated, in my opinion. Because you can learn with memorization, but that shouldn't be the solely only way to learn. Hydrocity! Now arriving at Hydrocity. Oops. You know, I guess I don't know if this map would work better for Think So or Stardust. Have I played the Telltale Walking Dead? I have not played it because I'm just gonna be totally real with you. I just don't like zombie games. I don't like zombie stuff or zombie like shows and stuff, so I know you're probably gonna hate me for that, but like I just don't like the Walking Dead stuff. However, I do like the Telltale games. I do like their stuff. So I enjoyed Wolf Among Us, and they have like a couple others that are good. This song actually reminds me of a map that I never completed for Stardust that I was working on with Fusion. Let's see. Ba-da-ba-dum. You never watched the show or read the book or the comics or the game is, or sorry, I say book. The game is its own thing. Yeah, that's true. But like, I mean, it's based in the like, I guess whatever it's called, the realm of. Man, I miss Deceiving. I don't know why. I just randomly think of Deceiving sometimes. I just think of the games that I played. I do miss that game. Volcano, very nice. I'll take it. Actually, you take loan. I'll do full. Oh, you got it. You got loan. Okay. Coco, yep. If we only have one C. Cone, Kona, Lane, no, there's no E. Cologne, no E. Not V, no I. Let's do another round. Parm, chicken parm. Can I do that one? Parm? No, it doesn't work. Perry. Riposte. Vampire. The Empire. Mary. We both did different Marys. Hair nice. It's rappy. There's not a second P. Pyre? No E? Ramp. Shrimp. Prim, I guess. Did we do it? What do you mean game over? How many do we need? God. Amazon Prim. Did you know that you can subscribe once a month to any channel on Twitch with Amazon Prim? Duet. Toadette. Aqua. Date. You can take any of the ones I put in. Amazon Prima. Prima's got the Amazon subscriptions on lock. Glacia's they're a little slow, but they've got other benefits. No. I guess I don't need this staircase if this is going to be here. I mean, I could also just make it, like, I mean, it doesn't look terrible if I just make it a... Data? Oh, here, let me restart it. It's supposed to restart on its own, but it's clearly not good at that. I'm just gonna put it in its own window, like, right there. There we go. Now I can see it a little bit better. I'm sure at this point you guys can see what I'm going for with this map, right? Surely. Data. Axolo. This looks a lot like axolotl, but we don't have enough words. Axolot. Is that a letter? Sorry. Axo. Why is that not an L then? That's an I. Darn it. We had a really, by the way, we had a really, really cute axolotl plush that we were selling at work. and it had this one caveat, and that it was a Valentine's plush, so it had like a little like heart that says like "kiss me" or whatever, like literally on it, and you can't take it off. And I was just like, oh, I want to get it because it's an axolotl, but I don't want this stupid heart on it. Scissors. I mean, I guess, but like I didn't want it to like be attached in such a way that the stuffing just starts coming out, because it looked like it was literally part of the plush, you know? Like it looked like it was sewn together. So I was like, I think I'll pass. Maybe I will increase the size of this a little bit. It's too close to the wall. I guess I could push this back. Yeah, that's fine. I also technically already have a couple axolotl plushes. Theater. That's theater, right? No, there's only It's almost theater. Tater. Wow, there's a lot of words with this. Holy crap. Tater. Theater. How does that not work? Oh, Tater. Okay, Tater did work. Good. There. No, hate. This is like, guys, you should be participating in this one. Look how many words there are. There's so many words here. No, oh, I can't do tarot. Rate. Hair. Heart. Heart is one. I just can't do it because I have a lock. There you go, heart. Heat. Well, I have heat in case I need to. Here. True. Alright, this looks good. And then we'll add a little bit of like railings and stuff. But I just basically want, yeah, I wanted an inside to this one. And then we're gonna be, we're not done yet. We're gonna be doing another Looks good enough to me. Okay. Now I just want to get like a... Yes, general color. Let's do like an orange just for like an outline or like making it obvious. There we go. And then 3, 1, 2, 3. I mean, either spot is fine. And then you can do that. There's 4 there, 4 there, so that's about the middle. Emmett. I don't even know what word that there's some weird words there. Oh, you know what? I should probably. I'm gonna run a quick minute ad. I forgot that if I want to get rid of pre-rolls. Sorry. Real quick, short break there. I'll be continuing though. There we go. Let me think really quick. So this one has it pressed there, and then we can just have ours. Okay. I don't think I actually want to connect these right now. I think I'll wait on that. We'll just do it over here. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 14. We'll do like a really wide one that doesn't have a bottom. Oh. And some structured void. Remember what I wanted for this design. So this one will have like a big deck and then no lower compartment, essentially. It's still gonna have like a little raised area though. Sure. Cool. Trying to figure out exactly how I want to do this. So I'm gonna pull up one of the other games. Let's do that. How well can that be seen? Well enough, I guess. It's matching. You just type the 2 in. Let me see if I can find one. I'm looking for the plot for the pig. I have no idea. Oh, there's the fox. 50 and like what, 47? There's a 50 is a panda. $50 and 34. Oh, do they have to have like the same facial expressions or something? Well, that sucks. Okay, maybe back to the other one. Okay, so I want I think I gotta raise this one. Yeah, okay, we can do that. So then we'll just do, so this one was next to it. I think I want to do it's fine if it's aligned. I think I'll do like the stairs jutting outward rather than blending in. Hmm. Mm. I could still have. I don't know. I guess I'll find out if this is enough space. Maybe I should have just cloned it. You know, I'm pretty sure I could add a little bit to the top of this and it wouldn't look too weird. Hey, look, it's auto starting. The weird thing, I actually saw it auto start for once. This one is not working. Let me get that. Scene collection. I don't even know. Ah. Well, that's not working. My activity feed is not working. Oh well. I'm gonna stream summary. Dang it, my most useful little like button thing on on OBS just went away. All right, quick ad break. Grab yourself some water, guys. Get yourself some water. Surely this doesn't look weird at all, right? We'll just go with it. And then we'll just cover that. Cool. And then just duplicate it. Hmm. There we go. Nice. All right. I guess. All right, it's coming together very well. 5. Oh. Oh dear. I would offset the stairs. I guess we could just increase the size by 1. There we go. Just add an offset. I'm gonna do a round of words here. Let me. Oh, well, first after I wait for that, wait for that ad to go away. Okay, restart. Here. Nicest one. No. Tyne, ocean, but there's no A. Tone is another one. Cone. Night, I guess, with no G and no H, just like N-I-T. I'll try that one. Nope. Cone. Coin. Help me, help me. Continue. None other N and no U. On it. I don't know. Oh well. Whatever. I guess I technically don't need it to be this wide anymore, so we can afford to extend it, which will make this thing up here look more natural. So... there we go. It's a little dark in here, but I can see. I can see what I'm doing. I feel like it should be fine if I just bring... I don't mind the way it looks. I'm just trying to think about it from a gameplay perspective if people get caught up here. Like, do I want to add barriers or do I want to... Would it be that problematic if people get stuck up there? I mean, I'll probably add, like, fences and stuff to make it look more natural. Yeah, this looks fine. Yeah, this one is actually not technically going to be going here. It's technically gonna go like... I'm gonna have like a middle island here. But it's not gonna be very big. I don't know where exactly I want it, but I want it right in the middle. There we go. All right. I mean, I guess this works. Have like a... And we'll color it in later. There you go. I just need to center it. That's 8. That's 8. So just one more over. The plan for this little island is basically these orange bridges. They're not always going to be present. They're going to be like the one here and the one here are going to alternate, and then the one here and the one here are going to alternate. And anytime somebody crosses the bridge is going to like crumble as they run across it. And then the other variant will like appear. So like if somebody runs across this one, it'll crumble, and then this one up here will build. And then I'm thinking probably this chute in the middle will always be active during the final minute. But otherwise it'll just be a normal chute. So did I not fix the problem? I guess I didn't. Where? We made it wider, but we didn't fix it. I guess I see what the problem is that I was supposed to move this over there. Oh shoot. You know what? I've enjoyed this soundtrack, but I think I want to listen to a different soundtrack now. I want to listen to the ARMS OST. Do we have like a full version? Do we have a full ARMS OST? So I don't get ads in the middle. Nobody has uploaded a full ARMS OST, you know, like as a single video yet. Well, I guess I'll just listen to the compilation, even though it has sound effects in it. Sure. Okay. Anyways. Actually, you know what we could... Nah, no. Listen to this one. I was gonna say we could just do like the Bomberman OST. Because Bomberman, but... Alright, so we've got the top here. Do we like... I don't know how I feel about having a room here in Thanks-a-Lotl. Like, in Stardust, sure. But, because, like, I'm so conflicted on if I want this in Stardust or in Thankso, because there are certain things in both game modes that, work really well for these. Like the chutes would work really well for this. The well, you know, I could obviously remove the chutes, but like the fact that it's floating in midair makes it a Stardust like map. But the fact that there's so much open area, you know, to account for bombs and sniping and stuff like that, I feel like it is more suited to think so. But then again, there's this closed area down here too, which I intentionally made open enough to, like, you know, make chaotic for bombs, but like not problematic. Hopefully. Blue, are you still here? I don't know if you're still here, Blue, but partially. Okay. I don't know how much you've been paying attention, but because I know you said partially, but you see what I'm going for here, right, with this map, right? So I'm so conflicted on if I want it for Think So or for Stardust, because there's like great reasons for both, and I just, because like the shoots are, you know, they're gonna work regardless. I can remove them. I'll have the shoots here. I'll probably have one in here. I'm thinking of making it shoot up here, like through some glass, because, you know, we have the spectator thing now, so we can kind of just be a little creative. But I just don't know if this would work. I mean, this would work for Stardust, but I don't know if it would be fun for Stardust, because it is. I mean, then again, I haven't finished it, and I could always add more stuff. But like, it's, I don't know if it would be too bare bones for Stardust. But because this is accounting for bombs and all that stuff, and of course the Stardust stuff there's a lot of projectiles in Stardust, so you could shoot between ships, which is kind of what I was going for, because I thought that would be fun. I wanted to have 2 ships here, because I'm not planning on adding water. I don't really want water here, because I'm not going for like a pirate ship. Like, it looks like a pirate ship, and it is going to feel like a pirate ship, but it's not. It's more of an airship. Like, that's what I'm going for. I'm going for 2 airships here. And oh, I don't know what I want. I'm trying to decide. I guess I'll keep going. Thanks a lot, you can't fall in the void. Yeah, this map seems to show otherwise. Well, the thing is I know that. And I made this for knowing that and Think So. But it's not really, like, problematic, because we could always just add... Like, the bubbles can still work if you fall off. Like, it's not really that big of a deal. And I could also make a separate texture and a separate sound effect or something for, like, you know, like a bubble that is, like, more of like a saving bubble than like a water bubble, you know. But like, so that's like not really an issue, but that is one of the things that are playing into, do I want this to be Stardust, because of that, you know. Galactic bubble, exactly, which, you know, it works, and it would function exactly the same. So, but I just don't know, because the reason I'm conflicted right now is because this room, and I guess this room here, like, this is, I'd say this is relatively fine for Think So PvP. You know, like, I feel like it's fine, because I intentionally made it really big. But, like, I don't know how chaotic it's going to be in here with the bombs. I mean, unless this is intentionally meant to be very dangerous. Because up here, you kind of have a lot of room. But I'm not adding a bottom on this ship. Or at least that's not the intention. I was basically wanting to do one ship that has a bottom that's like thicker, and then one ship that only has a top but is longer. Yeah, once it's smaller after I add decorations. Well, I'm planning on not adding too many. Like this is, I want this to be the play area. I'm gonna color it, and then I'm probably gonna put stuff up here, and then maybe have like a small floor indentation or something. I don't know. But I want the inside of the ship to be relatively straightforward. I don't want it to be too much. Okay, thank you, bot. All right, goodbye. I don't think anyone saw that, but a bot just tried to advertise in the chat as usual, so I just put back goodbye. Bot punted. Also, here you go. Figure that might be a good idea, and also enjoy. Your other servers all of a sudden. It's just like it's so annoying, but whatever. Whatever. Where is... Okay, it's like near transparent. Get rid of that. Boom, 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 boom. One time you leave without your device, you come home, the channel's being flooded with invites. Great! Isn't that just the best? I mean, I wouldn't mind this for Stardust, I guess. I was wanting to make a map for Thanks So. You like deleting? Yeah, I know. It's great. It's great. Best. I feel like a lot of the like I feel like some Thanks So maps and some Stardust maps would like, you know, they would work across games, but like with slight modifications. Just the Phantom maps, not really. I mean, unless you do like, unless you just take like a portion of it or just like the theme. But I don't know. I feel like I want to keep it for Thanks So. Yeah, there's nothing here, but you also have to remember that I'm gonna add stuff on top, just not on the bottom. Like, this is not done. This is the, like, absolute bare minimum. I'm not even done, you know, we're done with this room yet and stuff. So, like, here's the thing. So, right, Blue? So, if this is Thanks So, having a room like this, like, let's say this is just enclosed and it's, like, about this big, right? I just feel like it's a bad idea. I don't know why. I just feel like it's a bad idea with the bombs and stuff. But then again, like, I mean, you have Vista, which has enclosed rooms. Hey, speaking of Stardust, the music. um. Because the original plan here, right, if you're curious, was to not have this room. But, like, I was thinking about it, it's the thing that made me think of Stardust. Is probably the original idea is how to do something like this. And then just have a chute here that goes up through a glass bit. So like this is like not a big deal at all. Like that room I was showing you is not a problem because I was initially planning on doing something like this anyways. Oops. But you know. But I was just thinking, I'm like, if it is a Stardust map, this could be a little room.
On top of the other map-specific mechanic of void bubbles, yeah.
Yeah, well, it wouldn't necessarily be in space. It would just be in the sky. You know? Like, it's a sky map. You don't see grass below it? Well, it's like in the clouds. You know? Or at least that's what it's gonna be. Right. I still need the walls. Yeah, like I mean, it would be cool to have like like one of my ideas for the I mean, I already have some other ideas. Like this map might have too many like gimmicks, but I do think it would be fun to make it so like since it's in the sky, we could just do. I don't know if we have. Oh, I guess we could just. It's Minecraft. It can be squares. But to have like just like item display clouds that just kind of like, you know, float by and kind of just and are big and kind of get in the way of your like shots and your vision and stuff, since presumably these airships are going to be like, you know, moving forward as like, you know, like a not actually, but like, you know, theoretically, because I want to add like a little like some like propellers and stuff that'll spin and some cute little like decorations that make it look like we are moving on the ship. So it'd be fun to have like cloud obstructions as one of the things, because the gimmick of this map would be the clouds, these bridges, you know, stuff like that. Use that as a map? No. I don't want an amplified vanilla world. But we could have like just clouds go by and have like I'll add particles and stuff that just make it look like the ships are moving, and I already have ideas for that. But like that's part of the plan. It's not meant to be a complicated map like in terms of a build. And I feel like this area down here is okay. My only concern was this room, which I didn't even have that concern until now because my brain started doing the thing where I'm like, oh, I want to add things that I didn't plan initially, you know? So, yeah. Like, it's fine. Plus, I feel like the concept, even though, like, this concept would work really well in Stardust, I think, I feel like the concept of throwing bombs across the ships and stuff, because I can shorten these bridges if I need to, but I might make them a little longer. I feel like that's just fun, right? Like if you snipe somebody while you're on this ship and they're on that one, stuff like that. Kind of like two separate maps, but they're not big, so you kind of have to go between them, especially if you want axolotls. Obviously, like if you're like over here grabbing a ton and there's more axolotls over there because everybody's over here, and then you go over here, kind of like separate yourself. And I do have another idea that I'm going to implement. I guess I could say it. I don't know where exactly I want to put it, but I'm probably going to put it at the bow of this ship and probably at the bottom of this one. But we'll see. Actually, no, I guess we don't need that because that's what the chutes are for, so never mind. You know, the chutes, because remember, if you use a chute on this side, you can just fly over to the other side, so there's really, like, no reason. Oh, for surrounding. But that would be so... No, but we would have to, like... Oh, well, I mean, okay, I guess if you're saying just to copy and paste and take the stuff... No, I mean, just being in the sky is fine. Plus, I wanted this to not be, like, a super hard build. So, it works. Oh, I see what you said. I guess that would be fine. But, like, that would be a lot to generate. Like, that would be a lot to, like, you know, just structure whatever in. Simulate a panorama? Well, now you have to explain. Were you saying with like with item displays, or sorry, block displays? I mean, or and then I'll have to add a bottom to that. Maybe we could cheese it a little bit. Oh. Yeah, definitely not the tool I wanted to use. You gonna look at require research? Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, work. Lots of work. Hmm. Just a custom skybox. What do you mean? How would we make that? Wonder if this will look okay. I mean, it looks fine to me. Bum, bum, bum. You already used Faithful Textures, so maybe some other friendly version of Skybox? But wouldn't that affect, you know, all the other games? Oh, I mean, yeah, I guess, yeah, clouds wouldn't hurt, but I mean, if it's just gonna be clouds, then that's not really gonna do, like... Oh, I guess if we're just saying for thematic reasons. I thought you were saying for, like, the like, cloud stuff that gets in your way. I mean, I guess it's fine, but, like, I mean, the Minecraft stuff isn't that bad, and I mean, it wouldn't hurt. It wouldn't hurt to have another like a new skybox, but I feel like most of the skyboxes are changed by like shaders, anyways, and stuff. I mean, I don't know. I guess whatever. Negligible. Meow, meow, meow. My brain is having a really hard time trying to figure out how to make this look correct. Multiple kinds of skyboxes, shaders, they still texture that you want to do something more advanced. Let's look. I mean, it's stars. What exactly am I looking at with the thing you sent? Link. Oh. Oh. I don't understand what is happening with that. What is that? Summoning new dimensions. Item display based custom skybox. I see. Well, I don't understand what I'm looking at, but cool. I will figure out how to make this look better later. Right now, I just want shape. Whatever. Bunch of shoots on this ship. We're gonna add more to the other one too. I just haven't gotten to that. So this is gonna be a staircase up from the bottom on the other one, but a lot of anytime I build, it's usually like just a lot of concept and like not a lot of final product until like I sit down and perfect it. Ugh. If only I had a rounding tool, aka I think I do with Axiom, but I don't know how to operate it. And especially not on something like this that will probably have the other side affected, and then it'll be more work. So I'm just gonna do this manually. Trying to figure out what I want to do with this area. Hmm. Am I satisfied? I don't know. Villatuda, yes it is. The elusive Villatu, unused elusive Villatu.og. Before I wanted to go for a more like airy, spacey, ethereal feel to villa rather than an actual villa. Yeah, it could fit into an event. Does that look okay? Do you think that's an okay spot for a shoot? Like, do you like that? Do we like that? I was fiddling with it a little bit, and I feel like I like that. Also, this. A little high. I could also technically, I mean, mind you, this is a placeholder. This will probably be here. That'll be there. That's a placeholder. They're all quite close. They are, yes. But remember that they're not all gonna happen at the same time. And I'm also gonna add more. Like, I'm gonna have more around here, and I'm gonna have a bunch around here. And we're also gonna have this one. I'm gonna try and make sure each of them have around the same amount on each ship. I'm also probably gonna make this ship bigger, just like a little bit. Like a little longer, since that one's pretty long. I'll probably just make this area, just extend this area out. And then I will move this over probably to here. And that over here. Just a general spacing. There we go. Yeah. This one. This one. Oops. YouTube's like, are you still listening? Hello? That'll give this area down here more space too. What the? Oh. Right. Right. I was just trying to make that area bigger, but I forgot I also technically... I mean, do you think this is enough space down here? Or do you think I should extend it a couple more blocks here? Like, should I move this a little bit? Or do you think this is enough space? Longer would just be tedious. Okay, good. You see, I would flip them so like one looks like they're going, you know, it's going the other way, but that ruins two things. That ruins the position of the bridges, and it also ruins the fact that if we wanted it to feel like they were flying, having the wind go in a different direction would be weird. Meow, meow, meow. So wider? You think? I mean, I could easily make this ship wider. I don't think that that would be a problem. Sure. Luckily, the ship is like built in a way that it really shouldn't be a problem. Yeah, well, I care more about gameplay than the look of the ship. You know what's so funny, Blue? Is I literally thought of that too Like when I was designing this map internally, I was like, what would be cool? Not quite the subspace idea, but I thought that it would be cool if like one of the ships at the like final minute or whatever, one of the ships like just like fucking sinks. It just like nosedives, you know, like it just like it blows up. So one of the ships like blow up and then it just moves to, you know, it's only on one side. But I think we have enough gimmicks on this map. So I mean, like we could have just made it so like the ship like falls with like block displays, like the ice on Stardust. It could be the complicated map, but I mean cascading is kind of, I mean it's not actually, but like it catches people off guard. Cascading, you know, the people don't expect the water if you don't know it's coming, and then the scorching technically has two. It's the dojo and the volcano, you know. But I guess it would kind of work for both of these. A good song. There you go. Is that big enough? So we got a big ship and a long ship. Could be the complicated map. Well, let's see. Currently, what we have going. Oh my god! Look at this shoot. Currently, what we have going for it is. It has the bridges. It has. It would have clouds that get in your way. And then I guess this one would be active at the end. Always. Might be the biggest? Really? I don't think it's that big. I mean, remember, we can always... You can artificially make stuff feel small. Like, this is not that big. Like, this looks big, but it's not actually as big as you think because there's nothing here. This is all there is up here, and then this is like nothing. This one felt like the small ship, but now it feels like the big ship. Because it has this. I guess it would be what? I mean, is Scorching not the biggest map though? Is Scorching? Because I feel like Scorching is relatively big. But then again, Scorching is also like... Scorching also feels big just because of the volcano. Like, not the volcano, but like, you know, like what it's in. Like the walls that go up really high. So... And the dojo being huge. So... I said you can artificially make it feel smaller or bigger by making everyone run faster. Projector. Yeah, do you think I might need to like make these a little closer or a little farther? Because here's the thing, I don't really want people, you know, doing a bomb jump to here, if preferable. So what I could do is I could just make it so this bridge just doesn't exist, or I could essentially make it so this thing in the middle here is just only like maybe it flies in, like it flies up. And spawns later into the match, like halfway in or a minute left, and it's like always on. And then this, I don't know, maybe this bridge is just either a normal bridge or just not there. Yeah. Because, I mean, yeah, that is the plan. You say helicopter, I mean, the whole thing, it's 2 airships. And I'm gonna put a propeller on this. Like, I'm gonna put like a block display that just spins on here, and it'll look like it's flying. So, like, that's the plan. That is like the plan for this map, is to have like a flying ship map. The airships. The official name that I have for this, I already have a name, and the official name is Twin Battalion. Oh, you can't even see it in the chat. Twin Battalion. The battalion is like a fleet of ships, and there's 2 of them. Twin Battalion is this map. Hooray! Welcome, Twin Battalion. Everything that falls off gets brutally shredded, so you have a reason to disappear, yeah. I mean, assuming we want to make that happen. Technically, if you really, really wanted to, you could also do math, Blue, in your code. You could also technically track how many bombs blow up on this side of the map versus how many blow up on this side of the map. And then whichever one had the most explosions on it is the one that crumbles. I know it's not math, but I'm saying you could do code. Like, you know, like you could do like something here. It is math though. Yes, it is math. If you're counting, it's math. Counting is math. Not hard math, but it's math. Use numbers. Well, do we want, because you said this is a big map, but do you really think this map needs to be split in half after 2 minutes? Do you think that, do you think it is that big? Because, I mean, I feel like the map will become extremely chaotic if, like, only this one is left. And everyone's down here and stuff. Cascading does, but cascading is big. Like, cascading is very big. You know, because, like, you have the whole bottom level and the whole top level. Technically, you have 2 ships here, but this ship only has... Like, it doesn't have a bottom area, you know? Like, it's basically, because, like, right here, this doesn't count, so you essentially just count this as the same amount of... Like, you can't really go under anything on this ship. This is it. And it doesn't really count. So this is, the square footage of this ship is basically everything you see from the top. This one has... essentially double, so like this and that. So we're getting into the hard rock section of the ARM soundtrack, which means I'm probably going to switch to a different soundtrack. Because we get to a point where it's just screamo. Like, this is fine, but then it turns into screamo later. I mean, do you think the size of this inside here, this is acceptable? This is good now? Like, would you feel comfortable fighting in here with bombs? Japanese. No, that would make everyone play with sound off. Period. Size is fine. Good. Awesome. And mind you, we're gonna be faster than this. So, you know that. But oh, this is uneven now. Oh god. Fine. There you go. Oh my god, Screamo. Where's the middle? Okay, so it'd be right here. Okay, I'm turning this music off. Oh, where is it? Skip. Lead ball, sure. Okay, so that looks better. Let's get rid of this. Perfect. Is this ship too long now? I mean, this seems okay, but like, I mean, this is obviously the bigger ship now. Does it need to be less wide or less long, or is it fine? That's fine for now. Okay, I guess I'll just add a bunch of obstructions and stuff. And this one will be like relatively open. Yes, decorations will make it feel smaller. Yeah. For this one, since this one doesn't have like a lower level, I was thinking of adding like somewhat crow's nest parkour, but not really parkour, just like a little like area you can kind of run around on the top of the crow's nest here because I'm gonna add like this one will have like masts, like pirate looking masts. This one will have more like propellery stuff. This music plays during like a basketball hoop game in ARMS, and I remember when I was watching the Nintendo Direct for like the Nintendo Switch 2, they made a new game that was not related to ARMS at all, and it was just like a basketball game, and it looked horrendous, like so bad. It's just some random like game. It honestly looked like it looked like a game that like you would show off as like either a tech demo or like someone in college who's good at game making would make for their class. And like, you know, for their project, like their final project or whatever. And it just looked terrible. It was called Wheels, and it was just basically playing basketball in a wheelchair. Like everybody was in a wheelchair and you had to like move around in a wheelchair to like go get the ball and stuff. It just didn't look that good. Yeah, and I heard this music in my head, or when that ad was playing, because I was just like, it's like the basketball game from ARMS, except this is a whole game and it doesn't look that good. But yeah, it's anyways. Maybe this one will have a bunch of shoots that can spawn. You know, like I'll just have a bunch of shoots, but of course, you know, we won't have them all open at the same time. I'm gonna move this over one, but we'll just put it there first. There's supposed to be one up here. We'll figure out the exact shoot locations later. I'm just kind of, this is what I do when I make maps. I just put things in spots until I'm happy with it. Where would it be centered? It'll look like a brig on this one. Do you think this is too far to run for the shoot? No, I think it's fine. Because you're going to come down right here. So I know where it lands right there. And I am gonna also add a staircase right here. Because otherwise, how the hell are you gonna get out of here? Aside from taking a shoot, which may not be on. The staircase will not be safe though. It just won't. Actually, does this go right up? I was gonna have like a little flat area, but if it goes straight up, then yeah, okay. So we can't afford the flat area. You know what? We'll probably add some complexity. Around the edges of this one, and then I don't know if that's needed for this one. I guess would having an alternative staircase here instead of here be I guess it's fine. I mean, if it's a small, like, if it's, I'm not doing anything, like, big. I think it should be okay. Just like this. Adds to the look. Yeah, that looks fine. Another one of these. Nah, that's fine. Eh. Sure, whatever. Right.
Versus blah blah blah. Do we have any other songs that are worth listening to in this playlist? No.
Thank you. Thank you for your time. There we go. Alright, well this is looking good. We got the staircase here. I'll add like some fences or something. Is that enough space? I guess it is if I do it that. Eh. So it'll just have to look like that. This a little bit. There we go. Should probably add a second way up just in case. Okay, copy. Guess this is an okay spot. It's an airship. Works for me. Do you think that these exits and stuff are good for this ship, or do you think I should add more? Do you think... What do you think? Blue and or anyone. But... So there's one... Probably gonna move this over just a little bit. But if the chutes aren't open... then there has to be a way out of there, right? So that's why I've added the stairs. So, Blue, I was like debating if I should tell you this or not, or like reveal this like information for this map, because I don't know if I wanted it, and I was gonna mention it earlier, but I was like, the chutes already do that, right? So I guess I forgot to mention. So yeah, this map just has a lot. Right, so I don't think we need to make the ships fall, because I already have other ideas. So one of my ideas earlier is like a way to make this map make sense, like not make sense, but like I guess make up for the size of it a bit. Since there's gonna be just like a lot of chaos and, you know, a lot of area and whatnot, I was thinking it would be fun, because this was the initial gimmick of the map. The initial gimmick was the bridge and this thing that I'm gonna tell you about. Not the clouds, not the falling, but would it not be fun? I mean, because remembering that you can already throw bombs in this game, right? This is Thanksgolotl. But would it not be fun if there was like cannons lined up here? Because, you know, it's an airship. You know, there's like cannons here. And I don't know, maybe however we wanted to make the cannon work, you could just either trigger it and then it would fire like a barrage over onto the other ship that's like your bomb color if you lit the fuse, kind of thing. Would that not be fun? And then so the other idea that I had was, my original idea to get out of this bottom part was gonna be that there was just gonna be cannons down here, right? Like, you know, bigger cannons down here. And maybe just two, or maybe just one right here. And then that cannon would be the way that you could like, you could literally, like, you know, go into the cannon and it will immediately, like, shoot you over here. It'll, like, shoot you to the other ship. I love gambling up yonder, as in, like, are you referring to, you like the chutes more? Oh, no, I'm saying the cannon should have a chance of misfiring. That's what you're talking about. Yes, okay, yeah, my bad. Okay, well, I'll keep that in mind if we do the cannon idea, but going back down here, since these cannons are different, do you think, like Blue, do you think it's better for... Do you think it would be better to have, like, more exits here? Like, maybe I could add another one over there or whatever? Or do you think it would be better to have, like, a big, gigantic cannon here that, like, maybe either it does one of two things, like, as in, it's not a chance, but, like, we need to decide. Either you enter this cannon and it's basically like a way to get to the other ship. It immediately blasts you, like, right here, and maybe you spectate a mannequin or something, Bloom, like, you know, and then you land, you know, right on the ship. Or should it fire you into the air like a chute immediately, not score your axolotls, but then let you have the, like, the meteor effect of, like, when you land, you explode? And if you like any of those, which one, and should we at all do that? I await your opinions. That's for both of you. Okay, let me get this going again. While I wait, I will play word game. Lion. Having an ability to be specific to maps would be unique, but also be annoying if spammed. Also, giving too many exits might give the ship some mind game aspect, like it was Phantom. Human missile option could be fun. Could also be the force with a parallel below the center that tosses the player up. Oh yeah, we could literally just say like it's so windy and gusty, like that's the reason you float upward, you know, like from the falling off the ships. You would still be put in a bubble though, you know, it would just maybe be a different sound effect, and then I guess I could add like a different texture for the bubble. But Mermaid would still get her passive triggered off that, so I would have to reword to make sure that's clear. So what is your opinion saying? Are you saying that you like or don't like like the bottom cannon, the big cannon down here? Like I gotta have a just I don't know where, I guess right here, because it's like, you know, but I guess right here makes more sense. You know, actually no, right here would make more sense, because if we make this one only come in later, then it would, you know, it would make sense as to maybe the cannon will break. I don't know. I know, it's crazy ticking, isn't it, to do that. Jumping from the exit could propel you to the other side with the force instead of wind with no bubble. Propel you to the other side with the force. Well, I mean, yeah, well, this is not factoring in what we're talking about falling off. Like, we could just make the falling off, like, but we'll figure out the bubble stuff. That's not a big deal. The cannon, should there be a cannon that sends you to this ship? Like, let's say it's not gonna give you missile powers. Let's just say the cannon sends you to this ship. Is that a good idea? Should we have a big cannon that sends you to this ship? Or should we just have paths that go back up to the same ship and then you have to take a bridge? Or you have to get a chute? Scientifically, I know, you just love the whole realism thing, which makes Phantom not a thing that can happen. Anyone would die for that launch, I know. Okay, so you want the okay, cannon. So we'll have the big cannon that launches there. Yeah, I guess we could make it so when you enter the cannon, you just blast to like one of like 4 different places on the ship or something, and then you fall like a little bit when you land. That sounds good to me. All right, on that topic, cannons up top, the mini cannons, not the big cannon, not the one you can load yourself into. The mini cannons. Do we like the idea of having them on, because they could be on both sides, you know, positions I can figure out later. But do we like the idea of having like, you know, those cannons, I mean, you can suggest what you want them to do, because you have to remember that everybody can throw bombs. So like the cannon simply firing a bomb, I mean, I guess it's more chaos, but it's not that special, so you can just throw bombs. But should it do like a triple throw, like a shot of cannons directly in front of it over to the other ship? Like, you know, it will always like land here if you fire that cannon. This one will always fire here. Or should it do like a rapid fire shot of like little bombs that kind of just land in the general vicinity? Or should it do like you ignite it and then it fires like straight up into the air, you know? And then we have like a coded projectile that just picks anywhere on this ship that it just flies down and explodes. Just like onto it. And there's like maybe we could have like a little like particle like ring of it. There's going to be a fucking explosion on this area in like 2 seconds. What do you want? What sounds fun? Oh yeah, yes, yeah, like yeah, it would be like Battleship, yeah. I mean, but you wouldn't pick where it would land though with that. You would just ignite it, you know, and it would fire one to the other ship. It wouldn't fire to your ship, obviously. We could do that. And obviously we can make it so the cannons, like, you know, have to be activated. Like, they're just, like, maybe only a couple of them, like, 2 of them are on at a time or something. And you have to go up and go click, and then it'll happen, and then, you know. So that's a good, Oh, there's a bot. Would you like to kill that bot? Yes, please. Go for it. There you go. Now we have several people with the ability to smite. Alright, so I think this is a good place to stop, right? Now we can think about what we want to do with the cannons, and I'm sure, Blue, we're gonna probably talk again before I stream again, so you can think about that. Because I don't know when we want to add this one, but giving me the ability to see it. You can't do what? I gave you mod. You can't ban? Click their name. And then you should be able to click ban. You do have a green sword badge, actually. You might have to refresh. you do have that. I gave it to you earlier. You know, you definitely have it on my screen. I will save that bot for you. I will let you smite that one. Give the page a refresh or something. Years of experience at badges don't immediately. Yeah. Technology. Yeah. I was like, you have been gifted something that will not be explained. Bum, 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 bum. All right, well the map's looking pretty good. Yeah, like for a layout, this is really good. And then I'll add, you know, decorations, obstructions, blah blah blah, and then now we have an idea of what we want for the mechanics as well. So, the bridges are pretty easy. I know what I want to do with that. Do you think this helicopter should be in the middle here? Or do you think it should be kind of like in the middle between like the bows of the ship or something? Like it should be further out so people can't jump to it as easily, and it also requires you to... It's like I could make like another bridge, but... I guess the middle's fine. I don't really want to do a weird bridge. Yeah, this is fine. Alright, we'll worry about this later. Good stream, good stream. We got some good progress. Good progress. And I will go ahead and end there. We get this music off. Boop. Alrighty, has the bot been smited? Should I do it or ban? Alrighty. Well, I will talk to you guys next time. Thank you for tuning in. Maybe we'll get this done at some point. Maybe not next stream, but... Oh, I got rid of the messages. It's okay, I got rid of them. Alrighty, well, have a good night, friends. Thank you for tuning in. Bye-bye.